One of the challenges of interior design is creating an inviting home but still allowing for individual personality within each room. For interior designer Karen Richards of K Interiors, creating this urban contemporary family home was a prolonged journey which allowed her to carefully consider aesthetics without overlooking practicality and harmony.
My go-to design techniques will differ from client to client because you've got clients that's sitting with existing furniture, they're building new houses, or they're sitting with existing fittings in their house that they can't leave now because it's too expensive. It also depends on the budget. I would say my biggest challenge in this case was the space. The client really wanted to achieve the magazine cover look, but she's got kids and she's got pets, and we have to be practical around that and also be economic around that. To maybe use a rug that you're not going to feel sorry about if the kids do make a mess on them, or we always use the example of a glass of red wine, but still use something beautiful that's going to give us that look. The style of this home is urban contemporary, so we've got a bit of, I would say, South African urbanness coming through here that we will see in the wood and the textures. In this specific house, you will see a bit of ethnic, cleaner lines, and all of those fused together, I would call urban contemporary. The color palette, I had to listen to the husband and the wife. We always have either a brown person or a grey person, and in this case we had to bring the two together. So you will, for instance, see browns and greys together. My floor might be grey, but my paint might be a little bit more beigey or taupe or champagne. And it's very important that all of that gets pulled together by, for instance, a scatter that picks up all those colors, or a throw. So the two colors don't stand alone, but they need to get married at the end of the day. On the master bedroom, the client was very specific that that's her little private space, and that's her sanctuary she wants to go into at night and really feel like a hotel room. It's also the room where they were willing to spend a little bit more to add that bit of glamour to the room and to allow that space where you can just not sleep in, but also live in.
In the bedroom, Karen has arranged two mirrors symmetrically to create balance and make the room look bigger. Remaining true to the contemporary style, she's done the same in the living room.
So I would say the living room is my favorite room of the house. There's texture on the wall with wallpaper. We've used the mirrors that I love. We've added some roundness to that mirrors in order to break a bit of the straight lines in the house as well, because it's a very square house. Then we've got leather, and then we've used some animal skin to add on to that urbanism that we love. In the living room, it was also important for me to focus on the color palette. So I used scatters to bring the greys and the taupes and the champagnes together. Also, the scatters is kind of piggybacking on that animal print urban feeling that we love.
In any home, different spaces should flow seamlessly into one another. In this open-plan living area, the fireplace unifies the living room and dining room, creating warmth and a sense of sophistication.
The dining room is a space that this family want to use every evening, but they also want to entertain. So we had to make it practical, and we also had to make it an area where they can invite guests. We put a little bench for the kids so they can get on and off because they've got small little kids. We've added some solid wood furniture. We've added a rug, and what I love most about the dining room is a custom-made wallpaper where we printed some trees in order to bring that urbanism in, as well as the outside into the indoors. This specific family loves their garden. And you will see on the patio that we've created two little areas. So we've got the dining area just with a basic set that we can leave outside. It can be exposed to sun and rain and water. And then we've got a little bit more of a loungy area that we create for more comfortability if you want to sit outside, have your tea, read your magazine, and maybe just look at the kids while they're swimming. What we will see in South Africa is that spaces are getting smaller. And that shouldn't stop you achieving your personal style in your house. On this project, I was lucky to be very involved, and I want to ask any client out there to always involve your designer from the start, even before you start building. So we can look at the flow of the house, we can look at if the furniture is going to fit. Do you maybe need new furniture, which you then need to budget for, and that's what we can advise you on.
All the walls are coated in a neutral paint color with various designs of wallpaper to add character to each space. When designing or redesigning your home, decorate each room with the whole house in mind so you can create one harmonious living space. But that doesn't mean that each room can't be different. Using similar elements here and there, you can still create a sense of unity.